This is the last time y'all ever gonna see my egghead. Alright, so take a nice little screenshot. This is the last time you're gonna see my egghead. I'm doing this for y'all. Yeah. You should let me love you. Hey friend, we back with another video, and I know you probably don't want to hear that bullshit, but all I'm gonna say is I'm sorry, okay? I've been real inconsistent with YouTube, but your girl been going through some things, and also I've been having a lot to do because I graduate in a couple of weeks, literally. So that's what this video is. This is part 1 of my graduation series. I graduate on May 13th, 2023 on a Saturday. And I don't know if I'm more excited because I'm gonna be done with school or because I've been working my ass off for this damn degree. A little piece of fucking paper, but you know what? I'm gonna hold this paper like it's a damn trophy because it is, alright? And if you haven't noticed, I don't got my nails done, my hair. Y'all wouldn't catch me dead with my hair like this for real. I ain't got no lashes on, and I got a hole in my shirt. So everything just real bummy, crummy, and dusty. But we gon' turn around. I'm finna bippity bop boop myself, and I'm finna be a whole new bitch. Before I start talking and hurting y'all ears, you already know what you need to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. It ain't that hard. Y'all be pissing me off sometimes because y'all just be taking too long. But I'ma shut up. Go ahead. That's a lot of damn time I just gave you. And I know you've been patient with me, so I'm gonna be patient with you. It's just fair, okay? This first video, we're gonna bippity bop boop myself, okay? I'm gonna be installing a wig. People always ask me, like, who does your hair? Yeah, just who does your hair? And I always tell them me because I got tired of paying $200. I ain't got time and I ain't got the money. I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I install my wigs a certain way, and then sometimes I don't, depending on what I have and what I don't have. So disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I will not be showing y'all how to bleach y'all knots, even though I just started doing that and it does make wonders too when you install it. I'm not gonna be doing that today because I don't have any of the powder to mix with the liquid. And I didn't realize that until before I started filming this video. But it's okay. I have installed my wig before without bleaching the knots. It's just gonna be a little bit more work I gotta do, and a little bit more work you gotta do if you're trying to install a wig. First things first, what I usually do is I wash it. So shampoo, conditioner, just like if you was washing your regular hair. I hate when I'm watching a wig tutorial and people just take the wig out the bag, put it on the head, start spraying shit and gluing shit. That's why y'all be confused, because they just take the wig out the bag, put it on their head, get the spraying some got-to-be, glue it, throw some edges on there, and magically got on makeup. I'm not doing that for y'all. We finna wash it, and when I come back, it will be blow dried, and we will get into the plucking. So I am gonna show y'all how to pluck. Then after the plucking, we're gonna get into the wig cap method, and then basically the installation process. Yeah, and I'll do the edges and the styling and all that extra shit that y'all like to see. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking, hurting y'all ears, hurting my damn throat, and we be right back. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I almost fell asleep on y'all because a girl was chilling while I was waiting for this hair to dry, but it's finally dry. And for the next step, what we're gonna need is some tweezers, slanted tweezers at that. The tweezers don't look like that, you can't use them tweezers. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna be plucking nothing. And you're gonna need a comb. The reason you want to pluck your wig is because you kind of want to give it that natural hairline. I'm not very good at plucking, but I try my best. And also, take your time. When you're plucking, don't pluck in the same spot. 2, don't over pluck. You know what I mean? Because then you're going to have bald spots, or you're going to push the hairline that they already got on the wig further back. I'm going to show y'all how to properly pluck, or how I pluck, and yeah, let's get into that. Now that the wig is washed and dried, it's still a little wet, but it's good enough to work with. By the way, this is a 18-inch body wave, 13 by 6 black. Yeah, I got it from AliExpress. That is where I get all my wigs from now, because 1, affordable as hell. 2, the hair actually be good and it comes fast. Like I ordered this 2 weeks ago, and it came in like the next few days. So AliExpress is not a scam for some of y'all that be like, I don't trust it. They got some good hair, y'all, like for real. You don't want to put nothing on the hair to slick it back. Like, don't put no gel, no got to be, because then it's gonna be hard for you to pluck, and you might end up plucking the same spot, or you might pluck out a clump. So I'm just gonna take the hair, push it back, and make it as flat as I can. So for them people that you be watching, like, I don't know, like on TikTok or like wherever, that you be putting the wigs on, I'll be like, somebody lying, because it be taking me hella long to put a wig on. Like, it be taking me hours. Maybe because I'm a perfectionist and I refuse to just put a wig on my head straight out the box or straight out the bag, whatever. So now I'm gonna take my tweezers. Remember I said you do need slanted tweezers, and they have to be sharp. You can't use slanted tweezers and they not sharp, because I promise you, you're gonna be sitting there plucking, and then you're gonna comb, and you're gonna be like, I sat here plucking for 30 minutes and no hair came out, and that's because it's not sharp, so it's not gripping nothing. So when you start plucking, you want to start around the hairline. You don't want to just pick a random spot and start plucking. So I like to start with the side, and I'm gonna hot comb it back some, because it got a little fluffy on me. This little pocket right here. So this right here. All right. So what I do first, I don't start plucking right away, because then you'll mess up the whole hairline. So you want to come like right here and bring out like this first little section. Boom. So I got this section pulled out the way, and I'm gonna move this. Take my hot comb again, and I'm gonna push this back, push this forward, push this back. All right, so now you can clearly see where I'm about to start plucking at. So when you start plucking, you want to have your tweezers, like the pointy side, facing away from you, okay? So your tweezers should be, I don't know if you can see, facing that way. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold it at the root, just like as if you was tweezing anything else. And you're gonna just doop, 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 and align lightly, right against, right, this line right here. Not all the way back here, not right at the root, but like right here is where you want to start plucking. Because if you pluck at the root, then you're literally just pulling the hairs out, and that's not the point of plucking. The point of plucking is, like I said, to get that natural look. You're just taking some of the hair out so it doesn't look so dense in that area. And I'm going like zigzag, so I'm not just plucking one spot. I'm going like across and a line. And as you see, I'm pushing the hairs out the way at the same time so I can see what I'm doing. Take my comb, and I'm gonna push whatever hair I just took off. So boom. It's normal for the hair to come out. If you don't have no hair coming out while you plucking, you not plucking, you not doing nothing. Y'all don't have to watch me sit here and pluck it, because I know it's gonna get boring. I'm literally doing section by section by section. So make sure when you're plucking, like I said, don't over pluck the same area. Like, just pluck a little bit. If you need to, you can always go back and pluck more, but it's better to do that than pluck a lot and then you ain't got no hair to pluck because you done plucked it all. So I'm about to pluck it, and then I'll show y'all what it looks like after I'm finished plucking. After a whole hour of plucking, y'all, I was plucking and falling asleep at the same time. Okay, but I'm getting it done because one, I need to put this wig on my head, and two, I'm doing it for y'all. So let me just show y'all what the afterwards looks like. So this is the side we started on. Okay. Kind of some slight. If you plucking and you don't have this much hair while you plucking, maybe more, you're not plucking. You should have this much, okay? All right, but now that the plucking is done, I am now about to look like an egg for y'all. So you're welcome. I gotta cut this back tab out because we don't need that. Unless you plan on doing like a updo, but honey, I don't know how to do all that. I can't see the back of my head, so we don't even fool with that. I just cut it off. And because I wasn't able to bleach the knots, I'm going to take some of my foundation powder and we just gonna rub that in on the inside. That way when I put it on my head, it matches my skin color. So now I am about to show y'all how to do the wig cap method. After I take this style out of my head and put my hair into like a nice low bun, then I'm gonna show y'all how I put the wig cap on, how I glue it down, how I get it to stay, and all that niceness. And yeah, be ready. All right, so now that I done slicked my hair back into like a little bun and took my earrings off, I'm now about to put this wig cap on, and we finna get into the nitty-gritty. We finna get into it. This is the last time y'all ever gonna see my egg head. All right, so take a nice little screenshot. This is the last time you're gonna see my egg head. I'm doing this for y'all, and I'm literally just gonna put this over my head. Now you're supposed to braid your hair. That's what people usually do, but I don't know how to braid to the scalp, and I've tried to teach myself so many times. I just didn't gave up, honey. So we just slick it in the bun and call it a day. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on. If I can with my big old egg head, dang. Ugh. I should have pushed my hairs back some, but I'll just do it like that. Take that off. Okay. Now you want to stretch it as much as you can, because the more that it's stretched, when you put the glue, it'll lay better. But if you just put it on and you don't stretch it, then it ain't gonna lay how you want it to lay. Period. Flexing my egg head. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut out our ear holes. Now you do not need to make a big old hole because you just don't need to. I don't know how to explain it to you. You just don't need to. I don't gotta explain everything. You just don't. Okay? So where I usually cut is like right here in the middle of my ear, and I just do like a little hole like that, and then just kind of go from there and make it a little bigger or a little smaller depending on like how big your ears are. My ears are pretty small, so I'll do it like that. Okay, cut it a little bit more, and then kind of like pull my ear in there. You want this section right here to be tight. If it ain't tight, then you're going to have troubles trying to lay it down with the glue. Okay? So what I use to spray, I either use this or the red one. Either way, I use one of them, depending on, what the beauty supply has. Okay? So I either use the black one or the red one. To be honest, they do the same shit, but this one has more hold than the red one, so you're gonna have to spray the red one a little bit more than the black one. So usually with my wig caps, I always have problems like right here, so I always spray a little bit more by my ears. That way it can really, really stick. And then I just take my finger and I rub it in. That way I know it's getting in there. And if you can see, I'm doing section by section wherever my hairline is at. Now this is kind of like Got to Be 2.0, and I do use Got to Be also, but I don't just use Got to Be, because you'll use the whole goddamn bottle of Got to Be trying to make sure this wig cap won't come off. Trust me, I've did it multiple times. That's why I ain't got no goddamn Got to Be spray now. The thing about this stuff is it's meant to hold your lace. So if you spray too much, it's like it kind of gets sticky in a sense, and you don't want that. You kind of just want it to dry more than anything. You don't want a stickiness. I usually have like my blow dryer, but I know y'all don't want to hear that. So basically what you're going to do when you get to blow drying it, that way it can be quicker. You can let it air dry, but it's quicker when you just blow dry it. I like to take like the back of something like a comb or like this and kind of like hold this down while I'm blow drying, because if I just sit here and blow dry it, it might not stick the way I want it to. So I just kind of hold it like this and then spray, and do the same thing with the other side. This part is gonna have your fingers sticky, so be prepared for that. But I'm a BRB. I'm about to blow dry my head, and then we'll get into the next step. Okay, I've officially got it down and it is now dry. Sometimes I need to spray like Got to Be glue just to make sure that it's really stuck, but touching it, I sprayed it really good and dried it really good. So now we're about to get into cutting it. So just how we sprayed it along the hairline, you're gonna cut along the hairline, not behind it, not too far in front, because you don't want too much cap. And sometimes I'll cut too much of the cap off, and I'll have like some of my hair out, but that's alright. I don't know, maybe that's why I ain't got no edges, who knows, but that's how I do my wigs. This is what I like to do. I don't like just going ahead and cutting, because I'm a perfectionist. So I take it right here, and like right here I cut along this line that they already got. And I be careful, because I be scared that I'm gonna cut my damn eyebrow or some shit. So I do it like this. Ow. Just so I can see. I'm talking about just so I can see, and I can't even see for real. See, once you cut that off, this shouldn't be lifting. If it lifts, that means you need to spray some more glue and you need to dry it a little bit more. So boom. So now you should have like this little, so I cut it in the middle like that. But I take it and I just tie it just like a little knot. And I pull it tight. Not tight to the point like your head hurting, but tight. That's what it should look like. And then I cut off the little extra, because you really don't need it. Like, it's gonna be in the back of your head. Ain't nobody finna see this. Boom, cut that off. And just throw that away. So then what I do is I take what I cut off and I tuck it underneath. But I tuck it underneath, and boom, out of sight, out of mind, out the fucking way. Cool. So now you like, okay, but you still got all this cap. That's what we finna cut. We just do that first. That way it's out the way, because you can't really, how you gonna cut and you got the damn shit in front of your face? Okay, so we gonna start in the middle, go one way, then go the other way. And like I said, you wanna cut as close to your hairline as you can. Say you spray too much and you like, dang, I can't cut right there, you can pull it back. And if you need to, you can spray it back down if you pull too far back. But just pay attention to where your hairline is. And I took the scissors like inward like that, instead of just, I don't know how to explain it. And while I'm doing this, I'll be right back. That way y'all don't gotta sit here and watch me cut. I just wanted to show y'all how I cut it. So BRB. Now that I've cut all of the excess cap off, tied it in the back, we good. So now the next step we're gonna do is put the color on there, because you can't, why would you just put the wig on like this now? So I'm taking my, oh lord, there it go, my Fit Me powder. It's what I use. This is cool too, but like I said, I gotta find my color. So all I do is take my little, I guess the roundest brush I have. What kind of brush is this? I don't know, this brush so old I couldn't even tell you. Multi-purpose powder brush, okay? So I just dip it in there and we go in. Now the sucky thing about this, you gotta use a lot of it for it to show. And all I'm doing is putting it around the cap. You don't have to do the whole cap. You only do, so like, for example, the wig I have is a 13x6. So I kind of got to go a little far back. But if it was like a 13x4, then I wouldn't go as far. Or if it was a 4x4, so a closure, then I would only do like the middle section. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your installs, like based on the wig that you have. So yeah, just doing this. So when you're doing this, you don't want to push back, because then you're gonna obviously push the cap back. So you want to downwards. Now if you really want to be perfectionist, you could take a smaller, like little round brush like this and go in and just really get in there. But baby, like I said, I'm tired. We're not doing all that extraness. When you're done, it should kind of look like that. Now, if you got your right color, it's gonna blend, okay? I don't have the right color, so that's why it look kind of crazy on camera. But in person, it's the best color it's gonna get, okay? This process of installing the wig is not a short process, especially if you want it to look good. If you want your hair to look good, you gotta take time. You gotta treat it like you're really doing your own hair. Because if you just want to throw a wig on for the night, then cool. Don't take your time and rush. Hell, I don't give a damn. But me, this is supposed to be in my hair for a little minute, so we got to make it look good. We got to make it look curved. Boom. And now I'm just going to take some alcohol and I'm going to clean the rim. That way, when I get ready to put the glue on, I'm not smearing makeup and glue together. Now I'm gonna take my wig and I'm gonna do the same thing with the powder, but put it on the inside. So BRB, I'm gonna do that. I have officially put the powder in the wig cap. It's kind of hard to see. I'm so tired, like it makes no sense, but I'm doing this for y'all and I'm doing it for me. Plus we can't stop now. What I'm gonna do, go outside bald? Exactly. So this part, what I'm doing, I'm just placing it on my, placing it on my head, and I'm looking for where the cap is. So you want to put the hairline, hold on, I got hair on this brush. You want to put the hairline on top of wherever the cap is at, not behind it, because you don't want to see it when you laying it. And then when it's time to cut, you don't want to cut directly on it, because then you're going to be laying it right on the wig cap, and that's, you don't want that. So I'm putting it on, positioning it on my head. Can we focus? Okay. Sorry if the camera keep going in and out of focus. It's trying to track my face, but it's having a hard time because I'm moving a lot. I'm about to turn my hot comb back on, because when you put this glue, you don't want none of these hairs in the way. None. Like nada. Now that I did that, all we're gonna do is fold it back like that so we can see. I'm telling y'all, please. I would not lie to y'all. Put it on your head first. Position it first before you just get to gluing stuff. Because if you put the glue first and then try to put your wig on, you're gonna be touching the glue, hair gonna get stuck on the glue, you gonna get mad, frustrated, and then it's just not gonna go how you want it to go. So position it on your head first, then put your glue. The glue that I'm using is Ghost Bond. I honestly got the cheapest hair glue that they had at the beauty supply, because some of the hair glue be like $35, and baby, I'm not spending damn near $40 on a little bottle of glue. I'm just not. I'm gonna go with the cheap one and we're gonna make it work. And honestly, it worked for me. So I'm thinking about trying something new and probably doing it piece by piece, because usually I just kind of lay it however the hell I want to lay it. But we're gonna do piece by piece. That way it really lays right. When I say piece by piece, I mean literally piece by piece. So we're gonna cut it into threes and then we're gonna glue it by threes. Usually I don't do this. Usually I just do the whole thing. But I don't know. I just really want to lay it right for y'all. So we're gonna cut this into threes. Not directly in the middle, but just like where your eyebrow starts. So like right there. And all right, cool. So now we got 3 little sections, and we're gonna start with this section. We'll move that out the way. We're gonna take our glue, and like I said, we're gonna do like a little zigzag. You don't need too much. I suggest starting with a little and work your way up, because when I first started, I used to use 2 layers. To be honest, you don't need 2 layers. You only need 2 layers if you put only a little bit, but if you put the right amount, you'll only need 1 layer, because if you put 2 layers, then it'll have this thick layer of glue and it's gonna seep through your lace into your hair, yada yada yada. Okay, so just do a little zigzag. I'm gonna do it and then I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, and now I'm gonna take the back of my comb and I'm gonna just spread it out evenly. Now if you have a popsicle stick, that works way better, but I have yet to buy popsicle sticks, so I just use the back of my comb or anything that's flat, really. Again, sorry if this keep going out of focus. I don't know what's wrong with this camera for real. Now what I will say about Ghost Bond, it dries hella quick. So you gotta move quick. You can't be moving slow, or it's gonna dry and then you're just gonna be adding glue on top of glue on top of glue. So this is just me putting a little bit more, because like I said, it dries really fast and it didn't give me a chance to spread it out. So if you see how I'm spreading it, I'm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, not all crazy like. And it should be flat looking like that. So we're gonna let that dry. You know it's dry because it's gonna be clear. So we just wait. I try not to use the blow dryer, because it dries it too fast. And you don't want it to dry that fast. You just want it to dry a little bit, because you still want that stickiness. That way when you lay it and then you blow dry, it's laid. It'd be my favorite part, because it'd be laid and then we going nowhere. Okay? And then I take the back of my comb and we just push that glue in like that. Okay, so we're gonna do that for everything, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you how long you gotta wait to put the band on there, and then we're gonna get into cutting the lace. Then we're gonna get into cutting the lace, which is the hard part. Okay, so apparently I did not check to see if the mic was on, and when I went into editing, this whole portion of the video is silent. So you get a voiceover. You're welcome. Basically, I already laid the wig down. Now I'm just combing it out I think. Yes. So we're doing that. In a minute, we're about to cut the lace off. Right now, I'm brushing it back to make sure that after I took the band off of my head that the hairs do not stick completely, because we don't want that when it's time to cut the lace off. Yeah. This part is really long. Okay, so now I'm dipping into my foundation powder and I'm putting that on the lace, because when I took the band off, it was still kind of white colorish. This is why it's better to bleach your knots, because you won't have to do all this extra shit. So, bleach your knots. So right now, I'm taking this foundation powder, taking this foundation powder, and I'm trying to blend it as best as I can. Mind you, it was 4 a.m, I was tired, and I was getting lazy, but I still managed to record this video and give it to you guys. So you're fucking welcome. I did pluck the hell out this wig though. Period. And the brush that I'm using is kind of like a smaller version of the big purple brush that I had, but I'm just being more detailed and putting the powder in there. I don't know how people do this shit. How do you do a voiceover for a fucking wig install? You just talk about what you're doing? I guess. Okay, so now I'm taking my black spray and I'm spraying it on the lace. Now, y'all, if you want your wig laid to the gods, never a lift ever, don't just lay it down with the glue. Put some spray on there so it can really lay the fuck down. So that's basically what I'm doing, spraying and using my finger to spread out the spray at the same time. After this, I'm gonna put the band back around my head, and yeah. Moment of silence for this long ass part y'all have to watch. Sorry, not sorry. Well, while we're waiting, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Means a lot. Takes 5 seconds. I give y'all more than 5 seconds every single time. And this is my second time asking you. And I shouldn't have to ask you twice to do something so simple like, comment, and subscribe. Even if you comment the shit emoji, that works for me. Even if you dislike my video, that works for me. Even if you don't subscribe, that works for me. Kind of. Okay, so now I'm putting the band around my head so I can really lay it down. I'm talking, but we don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because there's no audio, so ignore that. How awkward is this? I'm like talking, but I don't know what the hell I'm saying. And this hole in my shirt is so ghetto. Why didn't I just change my shirt before filming this video? I don't know. I just be doing shit. Obviously. Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out what part I want. I guess I decided to put it on the left side, and we're just about to perfect it, make it look all nice and pretty. I do this while the band is on. That way I can have something to do, because I promise you that band is so goddamn tight, I probably can't even feel my brain throbbing, telling me to take it off. So right now I'm being a perfectionist, brushing, parting a million times until I'm satisfied. Which probably by the 50th time I still wasn't satisfied. Another thing, my face was breaking out, but that is the joy of being a woman. Yay me. I was trying to do like a C-shaped part, but like I said, this wig is a 13x6, so it was kind of impossible. Well, not impossible, but I tried my best. But I really do like the C-shape part at the top of the head. Look at that part. Who was you playing with? Not me. Sis, we don't know what the hell you're talking about. When you're pointing to shit and talking, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But the part is slayed though. Okay, so now I'm taking my hot comb and I'm just making sure that you can really see that part. I used to pluck my parts, but I used to over pluck them, so it would be like a bald spot where my part was, so I stopped doing that. So we getting that flat as possible. Flat. I don't know how the hell I don't be burning myself with this hot comb, because I just be trusting myself. Look at that part. That's a no concealer part too. Purr. Are y'all bored yet? Mind you, this video is 36 minutes. Probably longer than that. And I apologize, but I'm really tired of people asking me, oh my God, how do you do your hair? Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Now, I'm taking the band off of my head. And apparently I'm excited because I laid my wig. Amazing. Again, brushing that out so it doesn't get stuck. And making sure that the hairs are fluffy. As much time as I spend on putting a wig, you would think, is she ever gonna do her real hair? Hell no. I have 4C hair, y'all. I'm not doing that. That just takes too long. Again, I'm trying to make my part perfect. Okay, so now that I did my part, we're getting into my edges. And basically what I like to do for my edges is kind of part out where I want my edges to be. Some people, they just take a piece and they cut it and they swoop it and call it a goddamn day. Me, on the other hand, I don't do that. There is a bald spot right there though, so which means I either overplucked or I don't know what the hell happened, to be honest, but ignore it. We made this shit shake. So right now, I'm trying to create a decent edge. I had watched this one YouTube video. Don't ask me who it was because I don't remember. But if you take your edges like this, pull it out to the front. Am I grabbing scissors? No, another comb. Awesome. God, I'm such a perfectionist. Watching this just makes me not want to be a perfectionist, but honestly, it's never going to change. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so now I'm taking scissors, and when I'm cutting, I cut at a diagonal, and I cut towards the ceiling. So you want the shortest part at the front, the longest part at the back. Now we're about to do the little swoop that I like to have by my ear. Maybe one day I'll grow up and stop doing the swoop by my ear like I'm a 3-year-old, but until then, I'm not. Sorry, not sorry. For this part, I didn't know if I wanted like a big swoop, like just be extra as hell, or a little one. I decided to do a little one, but now I kind of wish I did the big one, just to be dramatic and extra. You know what? This video is probably 40 goddamn minutes because it took me 4 hours just to do my hair. That's insane, I know. Like, look how long it's taking me just to, Jesus Christ. Why can't I just be one of those people that just pull the hair out, cut it, and move the on? If my family is watching this, I honestly want to know who gave me the perfectionist trait. comment down below, because it's your fault why it's taking me so long to do my hair right now. We're almost done, you guys, and I promise you will never have to hear me speak again or watch a 40 fucking minute video. Okay, so now we're cutting. I cut pretty low because sometimes I cut too high and that becomes a problem. And we're done with the freaking video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, sorry for this really long fucking video, and I hope you watched it to the end, because I will no longer be telling people how to install a wig after this. With that being said, bye, friend.